Is ejaculation orgasm? And my answer to that would be no. Ejaculation and orgasm are two separate things. And I had a lady recently say to me, I didn't know that that was possible, let alone a thing. And we don't, because we are not taught this in our sexual education. So I would compare ejaculation, let's say, to a clitoral orgasm. It feels like a sneeze. It's a very, there's a build-up and then there's a short and quick release, which sometimes can feel very wonderful to have that release from our body, that quick release from our body. But it can also be a bit of a, it's a sneeze. It's all happened so quickly. So that is ejaculation. Ejaculation is when a man ejaculates semen. Now we have attached that a word ejaculation to orgasm, but we can separate that. Orgasm, from my truth, is a feeling. It's a sensation in the body that builds within the body, and we have been taught to contain and suppress it to our genitals and our pelvic area, but it's actually a feeling that we can allow to expand and to flower and to move through the whole of our body. And this creates this ecstasy, this bliss, this euphoric feeling, and this feeling of no mind and expansion. And sometimes we've accidentally had these experiences, but we can allow them space to happen if we separate ejaculation from orgasm. Now, I don't necessarily agree in creating hard, fast trying to retain ejaculation. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But there are ways in which a man can rewire and re-educate his body to allow space for orgasm to happen and to not connect ejaculation and orgasm as one thing, but to start to experience them as two separate things. So it's kind of like when we've been taught to ride a bike a certain way, and then somebody comes along and says, oh, have you tried it this way? Because you can have this whole new experience when you ride your bike. So it's kind of like that. And if we see it as play and experimenting and being curious about the experience of ejaculation and the experience of orgasm and how we can disconnect the two and have them as separate experiences, then it actually relieves a lot of pressure in this, oh my goodness, I must retain my ejaculation, and this trying too hard, because that is pressure, and that's not organic, and that's not allowing. And again, that is method. Our bodies already know, our body intelligence already knows how to do this. It's just that we have been taught, and therefore we have structured our sex around what we have been taught. And so it's about destructuring and disassembling everything that we have been taught and coming back again to the true nature of our sexuality, and then relearning to ride that bike again.